If you want a cover letter that will actually get read by recruiters and help you land consulting interviews, then this video is for you. I'm a former Bain manager, interviewer, and resume screener, and in this video, I'll walk you through step by step how to write the perfect consulting cover letter that will capture the attention of the reader, tell your story, and help you land multiple consulting interviews. So, what is a consulting cover letter? A consulting cover letter is a document that introduces yourself to a recruiter or resume reviewer. In addition to your resume, cover letters are another component of your application that consulting firms use to determine whether or not you should receive an interview. Cover letters are a quick way to screen out weak candidates. A cover letter that is generic and filled with errors leaves a negative impression on readers. Poor cover letters signal a lack of interest in consulting, poor writing skills, and a lack of attention to detail. However, cover letters are also an opportunity to distinguish yourself from other candidates. Through a cover letter, you can go beyond what is listed on your resume and provide further context and background on your work experiences. Additionally, you have the opportunity to tell readers who you are as a person, what your motivations are, and what makes you special. Overall, if your resume is on the borderline between receiving an interview and not receiving an interview, your cover letter could be the deciding factor. Candidates that don't have the strongest resumes benefit the most from having outstanding cover letters. There are 6 components to a great consulting cover letter. We'll go through each section and describe exactly how to best write each component. These are the header, salutation, opening paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, closing paragraph, and signature. Let's start with the header. This section of the cover letter is a formality. You'll want to include the following information in the header section: your name, email, phone number, and date you are sending the letter. Although your resume will already have this information, you want your cover letter to also have your contact information to make it as easy as possible for recruiters to contact you. Keep the header short to give yourself more room to write your cover letter. Moving on to the salutation, you should tailor your salutation to the consulting firm that you are applying for. Do not start your cover letter with "to whom it may concern." This salutation is not personalized and feels cold. Instead, identify which recruiter is the primary point of contact for you and address the cover letter to that recruiter and their team. If you can't identify the head recruiter, address the cover letter to members of the consulting firm's recruiting team. Here are a few examples of salutations you can use. Dear recruiter name and members of the McKinsey recruiting team. To recruiter name and the Bain recruiting team. Dear members of the BCG recruiting team. Opening paragraph. The first sentence of your opening paragraph should be a powerful statement that summarizes your areas of expertise and numbers of years of work experience. If you had to summarize your entire background and work experience into one sentence, what would it sound like? This powerful opening sentence is used to grab the reader's attention and introduce yourself in an impressive way. The second sentence should state what specific role you are applying for at the firm. Do your research to ensure that you are using the correct job title, since many consulting firms have different job titles for similar positions. For example, McKinsey's entry-level role is called Business Analyst, BCG's entry-level role is called Associate, and Bain's entry-level role is called Associate Consultant. McKinsey's post-MBA role is called Associate, while BCG and Bain's post-MBA role is called Consultant. The next sentence should describe why you are interested in the consulting firm. Do your research on the consulting firm so that you are giving specific, compelling reasons why you are interested. You need to convince readers that their firm is your top choice. Example: I am a marketing professional with 4 years of experience working on digital marketing projects that have generated over $100 million in revenue at Amazon and Walmart. I'm excited to be applying for McKinsey's associate position. I'm attracted to McKinsey because of the firm's leadership in their marketing and sales practice, unparalleled investment in mentoring and professional development, and commitment to delivering outstanding results to clients. Let's move on to the next component of your cover letter, which will account for the majority of what you write. The next 3 body paragraphs should focus on why you would be a great fit for the consulting firm and what qualities you would bring to the firm. These body paragraphs should best highlight your qualities and experiences. In order to tailor your cover letter to the specific consulting firm you are applying for, do research to identify what qualities each firm is looking for. Many firms explicitly state on their website the characteristics or things that they look for in candidates. For example, McKinsey looks for leadership, entrepreneurial drive, personal impact, and problem solving. Bain looks for problem solving skills, the ability to lead, results delivery, and passion. Start this section of your consulting cover letter with a sentence that summarizes what 3 qualities you'll be highlighting about yourself. Examples include, I believe I would be a great fit for McKinsey because I have an entrepreneurial drive, adaptable leadership style, and an aspiration to make a meaningful impact on the world. If given the opportunity, I would bring to Bain my problem-solving skills, leadership, and passion. In the following body paragraphs, go into more detail on each of these qualities or characteristics. The key is to show readers that you have these qualities, don't just tell them. Carefully pick what stories or experiences you want to share. Pick the stories and accomplishments that are the most impressive, impactful, and memorable. Finally, keep your body paragraphs concise, which increases the likelihood that the reader will actually read through the full cover letter. You do not want to have 3 large, chunky paragraphs. Below is an example of what a body paragraph could look like. You can start your body paragraph with the quality you're going to be talking about in bold to make it easier for readers to skim your cover letter. Personal impact. While working at Amazon, I identified an opportunity to use customer data to determine if Amazon's $50 million investment in customer service initiatives generated positive returns on investment. I analyzed over 700,000 customer data points to create a model forecasting customer value. I collaborated with data science, customer experience, and finance teams to get their support and buy-in. In the end, I determined that Amazon's investment had a negative 40% return on investment. I presented my findings to my 30-person team and CFO and convinced them of my recommendation to stop the initiatives. My work would save Amazon $50 million per year moving forward. Let's move on to the closing paragraph. The closing paragraph should be very short, typically just 2 sentences. In the first sentence, you should reiterate that you would be a great fit for the consulting firm. In the second sentence, you want to thank the reader for their time and consideration. Example, I believe that these qualities would make me a great fit for McKinsey. Thank you for your time and consideration. Let's move on to the signature. Finish your cover letter with a professional closing phrase and your name. Appropriate closing phrases to use include sincerely, best regards, respectfully, and thank you. In addition to having great content in your consulting cover letter, you should also have great formatting. The goal in formatting your cover letter is to make it look professional and easy to read. You want to make it as easy as possible for the reader to see that you are a great candidate to interview. Follow the formatting tips below. Keep your cover letter to 1 page. Your cover letter needs to be no more than 1 page. If your cover letter is longer, you will need to find ways to make it more concise. No one likes reading long cover letters, which is why almost all cover letters are kept to a single page. Use 1-inch margins. Margins less than 1 inch make the text in your cover letter look cramped and small, which is not aesthetically pleasing. Using 1-inch margins ensures that you give yourself enough room to write, but also keeps enough white space around your text that makes it easier to read. Use standard fonts. Use a font that readers are used to seeing that are easy to read. You cannot go wrong with using Times New Roman, Arial, Courier New, Calibri, or Verdana. These are standard professional fonts that have been used for many years. Use 12-point font. You don't want readers to be straining their eyes while reviewing your consulting cover letter. Tiny font sizes make your cover letter difficult to read. Therefore, use a minimum of a 12-point font size. And finally, submit your cover letter in a PDF format. Submitting your cover letter in a PDF format ensures readers will be able to open your cover letter file and that there will be no formatting issues. People have different versions of different word processors, so submitting your cover letter as a Word document may lead to incompatibility issues. Cover letters are important, but your resume is by far the most important document that will decide whether you get no consulting interviews or multiple interviews. Make sure to watch our previous video on a step-by-step guide to the perfect consulting resume. If you're stressed out about crafting the perfect consulting resume and cover letter, remember that you don't have to do it by yourself. If you're looking for some professional help, sign up for our resume or cover letter review and editing service in the video description below. Let us do the hard work for you. We'll help you turn your resume and cover letter into one that will land multiple consulting interviews.